The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! We are back, hump day, baby. And you know how we get down here on Hanging with the Boys hump day. Our fearless leader is doing some other work. You know how the boss does. He pulled him away for projects, trying to sabotage our show.
Yes, sir!
So he got pulled away to do some work, but don't you fret. Your boy Jay Holly is in the captain's seat today.
Right.
And I got to keep it up, right? We're out here.
Weather.
We're out here at the, what is it for? The
Tostitos. Yeah.
Championship
Plaza. No more Christmas. Where are the people at, though? Where are the people at, Chris? Are they doing something out there where the people can't be out there cleaning the sidewalks?
Idea.
Whatever?
Maybe
They're spraying the field. They're probably spraying and cleaning the field, huh?
Yeah. All right. Right now it's currently 54 degrees with a high of 61 degrees today. I love it when it's spring. I was walking in and saw some greatness upstairs.
What type of greatness?
I mean, some greatness.
Okay.
A lot of money too.
Yeah.
You know, when you could park outside the Star in front and not in a parking space, and leave your car and feel comfortable, you know you somebody.
You are somebody.
You know you somebody.
So who are these somebodies?
The original 88 was upstairs.
Right. That's Drew.
Yeah. I would say, would you call him the most successful 88? Not Drew, but the next 88.
Yeah,
Michael?
the next 88. Yeah.
Michael Irvin was up there.
Yeah.
And then one of my former teammates, soon to be, probably, most likely, Hall of Famer, DeMarcus Ware.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
So they was just chilling out.
Yes, sir.
Baby.
Wow, baby.
This is what happens at the Star. This is one of those deals where you just walk in and you never know who you might see.
Yeah, I think
they're
doing
a
Sports Center commercial.
Yeah, they're doing some. Yeah.
All right, so
hold on before you start.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
We've changed roles today.
Okay.
We've changed. This is Shannon,
the big-headed one.
You are Jesse.
Me?
You cannot stop talking.
Yeah. No, I don't know about that.
So we need voice of reasoning and everything coming from you today.
I don't know about that.
You know, on Wednesdays we break down Cowboys offense, 49ers defense. And I know that we've been all over the place. all week long.
Disadvantage, Kurt. He get to play two people himself. We'll never talk.
I know that we've been all over the place this week about what this matchup looks like.
Okay.
Speaking of Michael Irvin, he's been on all his shows. And if anybody's a bigger homer than you, Nate, it's Michael Irvin.
Yes, it is. Yes,
it's
it is.
Michael Irvin.
Yes, it is.
Players on the sideline during games.
I mean, he's still right. When we're in media, we learn not to say we.
Right.
And we can say we because we work for the team.
Yeah. Right.
But Mike's on national TV, and there's supposed to be some level of separation between you. Mike says we on national TV.
Right.
All day, every day. It's we when it comes to the Cowboys. But this week, out of all the weeks, and we've gone up against Bill Belichick, we've gone up against, you name some of the top coaches in the league.
Right.
And Mike's been all on the Dallas Cowboys, the we.
The we network.
Michael Irvin has come out and said that this was the one matchup that he was afraid of.
Yeah, he sounds a little nervous there, huh?
He sounds a lot nervous.
You need to get with him there, Homer Bully.
You need to hit your boy up, go down and sit down and have some lunch.
Homer Bully. I ain't going to never forget that. I can never get me a shirt with that on Homer Bully.
So as we break down, I want to do something kind of different as we break down Niners defense, Cowboys offense.
Okay.
I kind of want to go position by position. And your answer will be, is that a strength for the Cowboys or weakness for the Cowboys? So when you look at this matchup.
And our offense versus their defense is how you're going to take it.
Correct.
Yes, sir. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm with you. I'm rolling.
I'm looking at Fred Warner, the linebacker, versus Dak Prescott, our quarterback. That's going to be a chess match going back and forth all day. Is that a strength for us or a weakness for us?
Fred Warner, man, he's all pro, right? And he's got like 120 something tackles. He's got like 50, 60 solos. I mean, he's a tackling machine. I don't know. I have to use your judgment in coverage. Is he a good cover linebacker? I know they like him, and he's a true all-pro. But is there such thing as a wash? It's going to be one or the other with you.
No, you got to make a decision.
You got to make a decision. Okay,
you get a rash sitting on the fence.
So I would think that.
I think Dak got him just by a little bit.
I would think Dak would have him, especially in the passing game.
Yeah, just by a little bit. The running game, Dak ain't gonna get away from it.
If you put or if you put Zeke against Warner, then
Yeah, that. No, but see, then I'm thinking about Pollard. That's why I asked you about the coverage game. Can he swing with Pollard?
Yes. He is one of those dual-type linebackers where he can play in the box, he can cover down the field, can cover running backs out of the backfield.
You want to rethink it, Kurt?
No, I still think Dak's got.
I still think Dak got a slight favorite. Yeah, he know where the ball going.
But is Warner the guy that Dak's got? Is Bosa
the Mike?
Oh, he's going to be the Mike. So when the strength,
but is that the guy? He's always got to know where he is.
Yeah, the Mike.
Yeah, but in past situations, he got to know.
Well, when we talk about there's guys on the field, you get like Bosa.
Right, of course, right. You got to know where he's at. But
Warner.
When it comes down to it, when he comes to the line of scrimmage, I need to ID. I need to know.
I want to know where he is,
where he's at, and then how we're going to play off that.
Yeah, he's going to say 54. Right. Yeah.
What about you?
I would like to believe if you're going to give me good Dak Prescott. If you're going to give me...
hold on. What do you think you're going to get, Jesse?
We don't know. It has been a mystery.
No, we ain't no more. We ain't French. We ain't we no more. I know Dak bringing his best game. How about you? Are you we?
I'm hoping Dak is bringing his
Oh
best
my
game.
God!
I'm we. He hoping.
I'm knowing. Yeah, I'm going with that. Wow. That's pretty good.
So we're gonna go. Which has kind of been an up and down position for us all year.
Right.
Right tackle, Lyle Collins. Left rushing, Nick Bosa.
Bosa. I hate to say it. Bosa can run, defend, and rush the pass. Lyle going to have to play his 2-year-ago self. He can't lean. If he lean, he is through because you ain't going to be able to hold him. Lyle got a way of getting you around the corner, and at the last minute he'll kind of hold you and then shove you. You're going to break Dak back. You got to be technique sound. Bosa is a two-way player. Yeah. It just runs in his family. So you got to be good. I have to get at the Bosa.
See, I think over a 60-play game or whatever like that, Bosa's going to get a couple. He's going to get his. He's going to get a couple. But I think overall, I think Lyle will take care of business. I think Lyle will win most of those matchups.
No. You say he's going to get a couple.
Yeah.
Couples are win. Is it going to be the fourth when we're getting ready to score? Yeah. Is it going to be a whole – win? See, that's what scares me. As an offensive lineman, I always play with that fear of I done blocked this dude the whole game, and here we are in crunch time. Now I got to be technique sound. I got to be thinking, what will the refs give me? What can I get away with? You get what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Woo! Some players make you do that, man. I think I got to use restroom. Bosa got me.
Oh my God.
We.
I still think overall Lyle's played good. I think.
Yeah, he has. He's gotten better. When he's not
good.
Top heavy, when he's technique sound, he's one of the meanest and toughest guys out there. Yeah. But when his technique get astray, whew.
Does having Blake Jarwin back in the mix as a potential? The Cowboys like to go sometimes that 12 personnel, right? They
not sometimes before he got hurt.
Right,
not
a lot. But will they go back to that 12 personnel where they got a 2 tight end set and will they use guys like Blake Jarwin to help out with Lyle Collins? I think Tyron, because Nick Bosa lines up on both sides. But if I'm a defensive coordinator, I'm looking at it and saying, I like my matchup against Lyle Collins and Nick Bosa than I do want to run Nick Bosa into a future Hall of Famer and Tyron Smith. Mm-hmm. Will Kellen Moore use those tight ends more often now in trying to block?
Yeah,
he has to. Mm-hmm. He has to because from what I've understood, and I really didn't notice it at the time. I've got this from off the 105, and I've gotten this from Hellman.
Dave Hellman.
He brought that to my attention. Kellen is a better play caller when he's going with them 2 tight ends. He's seen he's seen the things seem to work better. Yeah. Seen everything seem to look a little better. So yes, anything that gives Kellum advantage or gives him the confidence to run it. You know what I'm saying?
I would agree with that. I think. Yeah. Like to see that because both those guys, especially Schultz. I mean, he got 800 yards catching. You know he's going to be good there in the passing game. And I think if you put both those guys in there, they offer dual weapons or whatever. They're not great blockers, but they're going to get in the way, and they can help. Guys like Collins, and they're strong in the passing game.
Yeah, very strong.
Quick sidebar. When you look at what the Niners, we know the Niners want to run the football. We know that for a fact. And almost to a point of stubbornness. But it's worked out for them in the long run all season long. Right. Are the Cowboys going to commit themselves to running the football in a stubborn manner so that because when you have a defense that's like the Niners who wants to get up the field and get after the quarterback, you got to wear those pass rushers down. You got to wear guys like Nick Bosa down and Eric Armstrong. You got to wear those guys down, Fred Warner, those guys down. Well, the Cowboys, what approach offensively do you think Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy are thinking about heading into this game? Or I don't want to hear, because they always say we want to be balanced. And what is balance? Right? You can say balance is 25-25 or balance is we want to do one thing enough so that we're able to do the other thing or vice versa. Are the Cowboys going to lean more on the $75 million arm of Dak Prescott, or they're going to say, let's line up 2 tight end set, let's give Zeke the ball, let's get Tony Pollard the ball? Are they going to try to establish that run?
Go ahead, you first.
Well, yes, they better. I think they need to. I think they've given it up on the run too many times this season. I mean, against Arizona, they ran it 12 times, 15 times, something like that. Against Tampa Bay, early in the season, they gave up on the run early. They don't want to make themselves one-dimensional right out of the gate. Even if they're down, you saw last week, San Francisco's down 17 points, and they're still running the ball. Even if you're down a score, you got to keep running the ball because it pays off down in the fourth quarter. You want to, like you have said many times before, body blows. You got to bang on these guys. They're going to be physical with you. You got to be physical with them.
The thing is, and what you have to do, it ain't so much you got to hand it off. You got Tony Pollard. You can throw the ball to him out of the backfield. We see Tom Brady do this with that big cat came from Jacksonville all the time.
Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, just throw it out there, man, and make this guy Fred Warner do his job. Make him make perfect tackles for no gain or loss. But don't just succeed anything. You don't have to just bang it up in there. I mean, the Eric guy, he's a tough defender, But hey, throw that ball out there, man, in them flats, man. Isolate Tony on somebody, and maybe even Zeke every now and then. Just throw it to him.
Yeah, that's you want to keep running it, but you don't want to keep running it between the tackles.
And get them just crushed,
the RPOs, the pitch outs to Pollard, get on the edge. CeeDee Lamb, get him involved. I mean, you got to get creative with the run. You can't give up the run game. You got to get creative with it.
They are a team, and you've always heard me say it's 2 things to travel: run game and defense. And what they have done is 32 minutes of time of possession. 31, I think it's 31 point something. But that. When you know that your defense is only going to play 29 minutes a game, your rotation stays strong, everybody is fresh, and you can go. That's what they have done. That's what got them their 10 wins. That is what made them look so good the other day. It's because they refused to stop running, and that time of possession. Now, time of possession don't always mean that you have to be a plus, but it does mean that it gives you a chance.
All right, what do you think now?
He's shining it up.
I'm shining it up today.
He's shining it up. We got to hear the gospel here.
I'm shining today. The gospel will be back tomorrow.
Right.
But let's head into our first break. When we come back from that break, we'll finish up the strengths and weaknesses with the Cowboys offense and the 49ers defense. So come on back right here with the most searched podcast on the network. We the best podcast on the network. You already know what it is.
Yeah.
Hanging with
they
the
cheat
boys.
With Bucky Brooks, them other folks.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
Brace yourself for an existential question. Has your butt been having enough fun lately? Have you been treating it well? Has it been going places? If not, then it's about time you start using SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the best way to get your butt tickets to live events. Just ask the thousands of other butts who have rated it the #1 ticketing app. So what are you waiting for? Download the app now or visit SeatGeek.com to get tickets to sports, concerts, and live events and make your butt happy. SeatGeek. Get your seat in a seat.
How great would it be to travel to watch the Cowboys win on another team's turf? Pretty great. But honestly, just watching the game from anywhere but your house would be fun. Even a hotel bar with some guy named Phil from St. Louis who thinks Oakland still has a team. So whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com. Proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, Cowboy fans, if you're thinking about attending a game this season, visit CowboysTravel.com to book your travel package today. Stay at the team hotel, have dinner with a Cowboys legend, and experience the best sports venue in the world, AT&T Stadium. Also, tour the Star, get autographs from your favorite players, and talk X's and O's with me, Mickey Spagnola. The official travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys will take care of all your travel needs. Visit CowboysTravel.com to book your package today.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Oh, no, we're not going to do no wrestling like that. But
what we
do want you to do, like I'm doing right now, this Sunday, turn the stadium white. White out. Wear your white shirts, white hoodies, white jackets. White women, whatever, wear something white. Come on down.
Barry Church, you know it.
AT&T Stadium, the Dallas Cowboys want you to turn it. Want you to turn it white. And I don't want to see a sea of red. I do.
Oh man, that would.
I don't
change his shirt today. I'm glad.
Yeah, I did change my shirt.
Don't do that,
white
Jesse.
out today.
Wow.
I knew I was going to be in this seat, so I wanted to make sure I was on par.
Wow.
But I don't want to see that.
No,
I don't want to turn on this game and see that there's a significant amount of red and gold in the crowd.
Yep.
This is playoff football. And let me PSA to the Cowboy fans. I get it. You buy these tickets, you get these season tickets, and it becomes an investment. And a lot of times you can make back what you pay for your season tickets by selling a couple games. This ain't the game.
This ain't not the game.
This is not the game. This is my cry to Cowboy fans. I have traveled to a lot of stadiums. Nate has been to a lot of stadiums. Kurt has been to a lot of stadiums. Chris has been to a lot of stadiums. And we know what a home court advantage feels like.
Yes.
More often than not, we do not have that in Dallas. And I get it. I've said this before. I think sometimes that Jerry outprices the true fans who are able to come to a game, because to get 2 tickets sometimes to a game will cost you a paycheck. And a lot of Americans nowadays don't have enough money to mortgage on a game, a paycheck on a game, and then be able to pay the bills. But if you are a owner of a ticket and you are a true Cowboy fan, and when you want to do your part, because you're not making no tackles, you ain't running no routes, you ain't throwing no passes, you ain't kicking no field goals, even though you probably would do a better job than the field goal kicker that we got. But your way to contribute to the Cowboys potentially having success in this game by giving them a true home field advantage with the noise and the energy. As a former player, I can tell you we feed off that crowd energy. It's like when you see the wrestler being down and it's like the ref hold the hands up and they drop the hand down, the crowd gets on, the ref hold the hand up and the crowd go down. And so that third one is dropping it and it we feel that.
Yeah.
We feel that. And we need it for that when we're down, when it gets a little tight, because this is going to be a dog. It's going to be a full-grown male bulldog fight. And it's going to be some time where that arm go up for the Cowboys, and it's going to do that. and then arm go up again for the Cowboys, and it's going to do that, and it's going to go one more time, and that you got to be there. You got to be there so that before it drop, they feel it in you. So if you got tickets, please keep your tickets. Be there, be loud, wear white this Sunday. Be there early. Game's at what, 3:25?
Yeah,
be there at 1:15. Just come on out.
Shop.dallascowboys.com.
Boom.
Get your white victory shirt today.
And you can get.
I need to get me one. Call.
Get you the white women down on Harry Hines for the same price of. What happened to your shirt, Nate?
This been throwing red paint at me. I've been dodging, man. They've been shooting at me with them little paint guns, so I've been trying to, yeah.
All right, let's get through this. So getting back to it right now, let's look at that one place that we've kind of have a little bit of struggle, right? That, and I'm going to say more so of the left interior, and that's Tyler Biadasz to Connor Williams' side. We ain't worried about the president. We ain't worried about the butcher and Zach Martin, but. Looking at that inside rush, if you watch a little bit of that game last week against the Rams, they got major push in the middle of that offensive line. Yeah. The Niners got major push in the middle of that offensive line, and it starts with Eric Armstead.
Yes.
I mean, getting that push. And most of our penalties that we've had this year, our holding penalties, our offsides have come from that interior center to left guard. We've bounced around that all season long. Where is the strength? Where is the weakness? Are you talking about Eric Armstrong and company on the defensive side, or will Connor Williams / Tyler Biadasz show up and really have a good game and be a strength for us on that interior left side?
Armstead will push you back. He ain't a big old guy, but he's long and he plays with them long, and he will push you into that backfield. I've seen that. I watched a little bit of film, and then they have another guy, Kevin Givens, number 90, who's pretty tough, man. I haven't seen DJ Jones flash a lot, but I ain't watched but one game, so that's number 93. They only give up 4 yards per rush. In today's NFL, that's good. When you just give up them 4 yards, that means you have a lot of 3-point this and 3-point that to keep it right at that 4. You may have a couple of good runs in the game to keep it at that 4, but that's about the going rate right there. But they ranked in the top 10 on defense. They ranked in the top 10.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know how. I agree that I think that's the strength. Their interior we're gonna have a hard time dealing with those guys, but we know we can get the tight ends to help out Lyle Collins and the edge guys. How do you help out the guys in the middle?
You run the edges.
You quick traps. A lot of teams don't like to do that because dude pop free, they're gonna kill you running back. You know what I'm saying? But quick traps.
Do we have the guys to do that?
Yeah. Connor's good at getting out. You know, and even if you don't want to do the quick traps, then let my man come down, Tyron block down on Armstead, let the tight end come down on his man, and let him get outside. You know, let him get outside on them edges. But you do have to punch in there just a little bit. Draws. I don't know if this team is a good draw team, but when you got somebody like Zeke who
doesn't seem like we run many draws.
Tony Pollard would be perfect for a draw.
Yeah.
Even Clemens would be perfect for a draw. You know, a draw play. I'm serious. And I'm just thinking about winning.
I think we ran like one or two. I think the scoring touchdown that we ran last week might have been draw type. Yeah. Like a kind of draw / RPO type thing.
You know, because when you got guys that can get up the field, and which they're going to try to do, especially Armstead, he's going to try to get up the field and make something happen. So, you know, use that against them. But I'm like this right here. It's ways to run the ball. And when I played, we used to laugh because the Giants, they got every run known to man, and they would try it at any time, any game. And this is who the modern-day Giants, the modern-day Gladiators, is this team right here. They got every run known to man, and that's what we got to develop. Get some of them plays that you've seen them run, and let's see can we duplicate those.
I don't know, man.
I think
you can't be scared. You got to throw the ball. You got to throw the ball out of the back.
There's a few areas in this game that when you talk about matchups that I want to watch, this is one of them. This is that interior offensive line for us, and they've had their moments this year. Right. They've had their moments where they've been really good, and they've had their moments this year when we've been kind of, holding penalties, false starts, getting pushed in the backfield. We've had those moments, but we've had some moments where they've been really, really good up front. And I think when it's all said and done, if I'm looking at just three things, right, outside of your normal don't turn the ball over, if I'm looking at three matchups, when it's all said and done, the win-loss, I think that's going to be one of my matchups that I'm looking at, is can we be effective in the interior? And the reason why for me is, one, that's where you get your quarterback off his spot that way, right? You blow up runs that way. You send when you're able to get a push or what we call recreate the line of scrimmage. If the line of scrimmage is at the 5-yard line, right, and at the snap of the ball, they get enough push where now they're setting up at the 4-yard line. Mm-hmm. Now I've eliminated a yard of space for you to gain. So even if you technically gain a yard, you really just got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So that's where that area starts there. And then for Dak, who has struggled a little bit this season, especially these last couple games, and I know that he had the big game against Philadelphia, but we saw what happened against, Arizona, and I guess we can scratch whatever happened against Washington. But he struggled some with patience, with reading the ball downfield, and anytime you're able to get pressure up the middle in a quarterback's face, because he's already worried about what's coming from the outside. That's already something that's playing in the back of his mind of, okay, where is Nick Bosa? I want to know where Nick Bosa is at, not because I'm afraid of him, but he's worthy enough for my attention. Yeah. And then now if I'm getting pushed from the front and I got creeping Nick Bosa in the back of my mind, maybe I'm not on the read as long as I should be. And I think that's been some of his problem this year is he's been getting off reads way too quick. Doesn't allow a read to develop or misjudging what the coverage was and where the read should have actually went. So this is one of those things that I'm looking at as far as a key matchup is that interior, that left interior, that Biotish to Connor Williams, Eric Armstead matchup that's going to be able to dictate some line of scrimmage movement. All right, this is where I know people are going to say, you're a receiver, you're a diva, da-da-da. I think this is where the Cowboys have an advantage. I'm gonna jump the gun. I think this is where the Cowboys have an advantage.
Receiver.
At the pass catchers.
Yeah.
And I'll add in Jarwin. I'll add in Blake Jarwin and Schultz into this. The Cowboys yes, we lost Michael Gallup, but Cedric Wilson has stepped up tremendously and has been more than a serviceable backup. Like, by number you call him the number 4. I call him 3B.
Yeah.
Like, He has been that productive and that good when called upon.
There's a mailbag question on the site. I think Hellman answered that in some ways it seems like the offense has flowed even a little smoother with Wilson. I mean,
and we talked about that
during training camp
a lot, even during the season. Well, I even talked about that on my pregame show with my coach Will Steele. Is when you get Michael Gallup was almost. He's almost the old school type of X, right? It used to be just the X is you outside, you on the line of scrimmage, that's it, that's all. But when you add said Wilson into the mix, because I truly believe that I believe this. I believe CeeDee Lamb is playing out of position. I do. I think he's playing slot by default. I think he doesn't quite understand how to run slot routes just yet. And there's not enough time to fully explain it to you. But when you watch Cole Beasley, Wes Welker, Hunter Renfrow, Cooper Kupp, when you watch those true slot guys run routes, it is a science to it. You have to understand where I'm at in the route progression, the patience I have to have, the nearest defender, the furthest defender, speed up, slow down. And I think he's not playing out of position by lack of ability. He's playing out of position by lack of knowledge of how to play the true slot position. When you add said Wilson to the mix, You kind of slide him inside, and he's been able to have a lot better feel for the slot routes. And when you put when you put CeeDee Lamb back outside, this thing seemed to flow, a lot better because he's running it in a way that it's supposed to be ran, and now it's allowing other things to open up because the timing is route in the slot. So Cowboys receivers, pass catchers, strength or weakness against the Niners secondary. And we're talking about Josh Norman, K'Wan Williams, free safety Jimmy Ward, and how do you pronounce his name?
Tart.
Yeah, Tark. Yeah. We know we'll mess some names up here. Let me look at the pronunciation here. Jaquiski Tark. Nate?
What's that, my friend?
The question I just asked you.
No, you already answered it, man. I'm not going against that.
That's my answer.
Yeah.
That's my answer.
Okay, that's your answer then. Okay,
what is the Nate Newton answer?
You can disagree with it.
You disagree?
I said he can disagree with it.
No, I think that's a definite advantage.
Yeah.
But it goes back to, are they going to get Amari involved? Are they going to get him? Because it seems like when Amari's involved, everything else opens up, like we talked about before. And so are they going to make it a point to get him, feed him the ball? If they don't, then we're doing the 49ers a favor. We're we're defending him ourselves in a way. So
nah, they ain't gonna do that. They gonna know. They just fired you. The Giants just fired Joe Judge, man. Please. Wow. They. You know what? We are not. I would like to think that we are not as smart as those guys over there. I would just like to think that. So I'm gonna think that.
All right, we're gonna head into our last break, but we're gonna do a little teaser. Ooh. Coaching. Do we have a coaching advantage offensively? Do we have a coaching advantage offensively? We'll talk more about that on the other side of the break. You're rocking with Hanging with the Boys. Stay right with us. We'll be right back.
Brace yourself for an existential question. Has your butt been having enough fun lately? Have you been treating it well? Has it been going places? If not, then it's about time you start using SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the best way to get your butt tickets to live events. Just ask the thousands of other butts who have rated it the #1 ticketing app. So what are you waiting for? Download the app now or visit SeatGeek.com to get tickets to sports, concerts, and live events and make your butt happy. SeatGeek. Get your seat in a seat.
It's game day. You know what that means. First, kebab prep. Steak, pepper, onion, steak, pepper, onion. Next, a counterclockwise lap around the room. Now the lucky grease-stained jersey goes on. And lastly, the dance. You know the one. This is a game day ritual no matter where you are. Whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com and keep the tradition alive and well. Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
At AT&T, everyone, new and existing customers, get our best deals on every smartphone. Why? Because you deserve it. We're turning your living room into your office and your gym. We're teaching Grandma how to video call and teaching her again.
It's the button on your left, Nana. Okay, your other left.
It's not complicated. Everyone deserves something new. So AT&T is giving everyone, new and existing customers, our best deals with every unlimited plan on every smartphone, even the latest ones.
AT&T may temporarily slow data speeds if the network is busy. Restrictions and exceptions may apply.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Be the first to receive new offers, event info, and more when you sign up to receive text messages from the team. Text Cowboys to NFLDAL. That's 635-325 to receive 10% off your next Pro Shop order. Message frequencies may vary. Message and data rates may apply. So if you want to get those texts, that's what you got to do.
There you go.
All right, fellas. We're going to end this one. We got about 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Got a 7. I'm doing good on timing, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, we're doing good on. That's the one thing when you get into this host chair, especially someone like me who is a talker, you got to watch the clock.
Yeah, you talked the whole last segment, so let Kurt talk, please.
No. Need your insight, man.
So when it all comes down to it, and we've had this conversation when we were doing our stats, not our stats, but our win-loss records at the beginning of the year. And I always say, a coach should give you a win or two throughout the year. Don't know where it's going to come from, don't know when it's going to come. But I think this is one of those games when you look at the Sean McVays of the world, the young upstart coaches, Kyle Shanahan is in that conversation. And we know what he likes to do. He likes to be multiple. He likes to be versatile. He likes to kind of give you a lot of different looks. But when you look at their offensive coordinator, DeMeco Ryans, former player, played linebacker in this league for a long time, and Kyle Shanahan, when they put their minds together defensively against Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore, do you think we have an advantage or disadvantage in the coaching line this week in the game? When you lay your head down on the pillow at night, do you say to yourself, man, Kellen got this. Mike and Kellen, man, they got this. They gonna have a game plan that's gonna have these boys scratching their heads. They're gonna be looking all kinds of ways because offensively the Cowboys coming out and they're doing X, Y, Z. Or do you say, boy, oh boy. Kurt, I'm gonna start with you. Do the Cowboys have a coaching advantage, or is it a coaching deficiency going up against DeMeco Ryan and Kyle Shanahan?
I'm gonna say they do. Not a huge one by any means.
You didn't sound confident saying that, Kurt.
But I'm going to say they do. I think McCarthy, hopefully he has some influence, on the play calling. And I think, Kellen has shown in the past to be creative. They've produced good games against, pretty decent teams. But when they've done what we wanted, they've been creative. They've gotten the ball in Amari's hand. They've done all these things. And so I guess I'm hoping that we see more of that. Now, I don't know a lot about DeMeco Ryans and Shanahan's is he a defensive guy or is he more of an offensive guy?
He's more of an offensive guy.
Yeah, so,
he's definitely an offensive guy.
Yeah, so I'm leaning towards my guy Kellen there. Kellen we trust.
Kellen, you trust.
Uh-oh. So you're not a wee guy.
No, I'm banking this on your boy and solely on Freaky Mike. You've been there, you've done that, you've won, you've lost, you've been successful, you've had some heartaches. I'm depending on Mike McCarthy to control and help set tempo with this game versus Shanahan and Coach Ryan. Some things you have to learn, and Kellum ain't been there yet. He ain't been there yet. These other two guys have.
Yeah.
And one of them is a winner. So I'm mine based solely on the head coach.
How much a difference does that make them Kellen not having playoff experience?
Well, the thing is, you fall on what you know. And I'm glad we got the two tight ends back because he had some of his better play call and better games with that situation. But we all know when Kellum get panicky, empty backfield, and let's throw it all over the world. That ain't going to happen against this team. And don't fall on what you know. Fall on to your head coach. Hey, coach, what we need? Hey, give me some help here.
So is that the conversation? Is Kellen Moore kind of in the meeting looking at Coach McCarthy?
Now, he probably calling his own thing because Jerry done told him, you're a mad scientist and go at it. Mr. Jones, that is.
Wow. What do you think?
Let me ask you this question. No, let me ask you this question.
He asked you a question.
I'm the host.
Now you want to switch up again.
I'm the host. I get the question.
I'm going to jump the gun on the receivers. You better not go against me.
No, I just wanted to put that out there.
All right.
With Kellen Moore lacking the true experience in the playoffs, looking from where he comes from, does Kellen Moore pick up the telephone and call Jason Garrett or Scott Linehan? Because these are his mentors. This is the tree that he comes from.
I hope not.
See, you was doing a super fabulous job. We don't want them dudes. I don't even want them dudes' opinions. That's me. I don't want their opinion.
Yeah, I hope if he's calling anybody, it's McCarthy.
Either call your coach back at Boise. He came up with some creative things and beat some good teams.
I hope you work with the people that are in the room already.
Yeah, forget them guys, man. You go with what you dance with. He danced with Coach McCarthy them all year. Dance with them. The quarterback coach say, hey, man, what is Dak really thinking? Call the quarterback coach over
How much would you consult Dak on game plan?
Oh, Dak in it. He in the thick of it.
And, I think that's a great question, Kurt, because one of the things that we've heard all year long is the communication has been off. And now I don't know if that's the communication from coordinators to quarterbacks or quarterbacks to
it's been the players,
skill guys.
The skill player to skill player.
So, for me, Dak should be in the conversation.
Yeah.
Right? I want to know. I want to know, what do you feel comfortable with? I want to know, Dak, when you sit down and you watch this, what do you feel comfortable with? What plays pop to your mind when you're sitting there watching these formations? What plays pop to your mind? What 5 or 6 or 10 plays pop to your mind? And you go, man, I think that one to hit. I think hey, we need to
keep that one.
We need to go outside. Or hey, remember that play that we ran in week 3?
As long as it involved 19 and not Debo Samuel 19, but I was 19.
But yeah, I think Dak definitely needs to be in that conversation. If he's not in that conversation at this point in time in his career, then there is something that's sorely missed in that relationship. Yeah. Because you would want your guy that you paid all that money to, that's leading your franchise, to be in the room. I'm not saying he has final say-so, but he should have a big say-so. There should be a big say-so for a guy like Dak in the conversation heading into these playoffs offensively about what we want to do.
Does any other offensive player get asked or talked or consulted? Or
evidently 19 though.
Yeah, I mean, would you ask Amari? Would you ask Zach Martin? We think we can do this against this line, that sort of thing.
I think that comes from position coach. Then they kind of come back to their meeting and go, hey, like I talked to the guys and they said that they really feel good about, running wham or running zone read.
The difference is, Kurt, Jesse, is they know what we do well. This offensive line coach should be able to tell coach without even coming to us, say, this is what my guys do well.
True.
What can you build off of this? And so we ain't going to never get asked that. It's going to be like, we know what you do well. This is the game plan. Learn it, get it, and execute it. That's how we take it. Now, you may want to ask Amari, do you like the first one tonight? That comes into your wheelhouse. How do y'all do it as receivers?
I think we go through more through our coach. Mm-hmm. And it's always the conversation with the coach saying, and then if your quarterback, you have that relationship.
Right.
I talk to the quarterback. I'm like, yo, Dak, listen, bro. Like we got to get. I've been watching film, man. Shoot, on third downs, bro, we got to get these slants run, or we got to get these digs run, or whatever it may be. And I'm kind of putting a little bit in his ear so that I'm always trying to find people who I know can carry the message.
Yes.
To the Pied Piper.
Right. Yeah.
I needed to get back to there. So whether it be my receiver coach or the quarterback, I'm always like, or if we're on the practice field, I make a lot of noise of, this it right here. Yeah. This the route right here. Yeah. So that they're listening to what I'm saying, that about this is what we should be doing against, certain coverages and certain players.
Nice. Yeah, so you need to be out there talking for Amari right now. Go to practice.
I'm going to translate tomorrow. We do translation tomorrow.
Yeah, but we need for you to translate today on that field over there. Amari liked it out. He like, yeah.
Like, now that's a good route right there by Amari.
Yeah.
Tell her, that was a good route. You know how fast they'll snatch me up off that field? They're like, who is this dude? Get him out of here, man. But, fellas, that is our show. Thank you all for riding with us. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you hanging with your boys today. For Nate Newton, for Kurt Daniels, for Chris Beam back in controls, for Brother Will.
Oh, yeah.
I got Bro Will, man. I got Bro Will. I love it. My boy Dougie Fresh in the back doing what he do, sound bites, cutting those things up, man. I am your boy, Jay Holly, and this is Hanging with the Boys. We'll be right back tomorrow, same time, same place. I'll be sitting over there running my mouth. Oh, we got Moose tomorrow.
Darryl Johnson, 11:45.
11:45. We got Moose tomorrow. 3-time Super Bowl champion Moose Johnson. He'll tell us some stories about Fat Nate back in the day. How many
Fat Nate? I thought that was the fat dude, the rapper.
Oh, my fault. All right. Hey, we out. Thank you for rocking with it. Hanging with the boys.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!